Hello, today we're going to be focusing on spinal flexion and rotation. So flexion is simply a side bend, on rotation is rotation. But first of all, to get the spine going, we're going to do 3 roll downs. So feet nice and parallel, soften the knees. Let's start with a few pelvic tilts to get the posture aligned. Remember your plumb line, engaging your core, pelvic floor. Just bring that pelvis into the best position, lengthening your spine. Okay, then we're going to notch into chest and rolling down. Nice and slow, articulating each vertebrae at a time. And when you touch ground, zip up and hollow more and come back up. So just lengthening the spine, creating more space in between each vertebrae, which will then make it easier for our flexion and rotation. 2 more roll downs. So this time when you're at the bottom, you can straighten your legs and then bend your knees a little bit more than before and draw your pelvic floor up, tummy in and roll. And let's bring the arms up as well. Be soft. And one more. Rolling down. Straightening the legs. Bending knees. Zip up, hollow to roll up. Keep the pelvis in the best alignment because that's really important for your side bends as well. Otherwise your lower spine will complain. Okay, so soft knees, pelvis in alignment, and we're just going to bend to the side. So if you imagine you had your back against the wall behind you, so your shoulder blades would not be leaving the wall, so you become a big windscreen wiper. So lengthen your spine before you go up and over to the side. So breathe in here, lengthen, so you lengthen internally, don't bring the shoulders up, and bend to the side here. Now we just do 1 more each side. This is just a little warm-up bend. And then we're going to do the same thing with our spinal rotation. So I'm going to bring my hands to prayer position, attach your thumbs to yourself, otherwise we just do this. Keep the hips forward and spinally rotate. Just reminding you that the body does not have an awful lot of rotation. If you're trying to rotate from your lower spine, it will twist your hips because there's not much rotation there. So at the bottom of your spine, it's very little, but the higher you come up, the more rotation is there. So the big vertebrae at the bottom of your spine don't rotate much, but higher up, your neck's got the smaller and smaller vertebra, so that I can swirl round a lot more than your lower spine. Okay, we're going to go back to side bends. We're going to deepen it. So we're going to bend to the side and then float an arm up. And recover. Now you've got a longer lever, so the stretch will be deeper. Do 1 more each side. So I'm breathing in. And I'm exhaling. And breathing in. If this sets your lower spine off, then you know you're sticking your bum out, so you need to adjust the posture. Okay, spine rotation. You're going to bring the arms forward and then pull 1 elbow backwards. Just a bit like bow and arrow, just that your legs are in the wrong position. And stay. So my hips stay stable again. I'm just rotating. Now if you want, you can take the head backwards to look at the elbow. And just one more. Okay, so we're trying to increase our side bend again. We're going to do exactly the same thing as we did before. So up and over to the side, get the arm up and over, then put one foot to the side. So I'm trying, imagine from here that your arm and head and shoulder are stuck in space, they can't move anywhere. So I'm just moving the leg away and I'm trying to move my body away. But don't just do this because you're not increasing the stretch. So this is all static, sneaking that leg out. I'm trying to pull my body away so I'm getting more of a side stretch. And recover. So up and over to the side. Float the arm up, get the leg out. Again, shoulder and head and arm are attached in space, and you're just trying to push away. Foot out, and so it's almost like you've got a string on your hip on the side, so it's being pulled away. That's it. One more time each side. Excellent. Spinal rotation. Again, I'm going to do this bow and arrow again. Now this time then allow yourself to let your hips rotate round. And coming back forward. So do very precisely, hips stay, and then I'm unfolding my back arm, and hips can swivel. I'm going to show you sideways as well. So, bow and arrow, my hips haven't moved. I'm going to allow my hips to move, I'm unfolding the arm and see how far I can get round. So my hips haven't moved. I'm unfolding my arm, hips are moving round. One more each side. Arm unfolds, hips move round. You might find that one leg slightly straightens. That's okay. Last one. Okay, we're going to go to the floor. You might need a block. So we're going to kneel on one leg. Hips stay forward. And we're going to do arm circles. So it's a lovely side stretch. So breathing in. Bending to the sides. Depending on your flexibility, you might not even need the block. So I can go quite far, so I don't need the block, and I can even bend my elbow here. But I think most of us will probably need the block. Okay, so breathing in, and exhale. At the same time, if you think this leg is being pulled out of the hip joint, so you get an extra bonus here. Okay, so if we want to now add our spinal rotation, we're going to take this top arm, we're going to try to thread it through as much as you can. And then lift your chest and rotate to the ceiling and behind you as much as you can. It's a bit like threading the needle. So this obviously involves spinal flexion as well. 2 more. And exhale. And inhale. And let's finish this with a nice side bend. Good. Changing to the other side. So starting with 4 big circles, breathing in. And exhale. One more, breathing in. Exhale. Okay, spinal rotation, threading through. And lifting chest to the ceiling and beyond. So really get some energy through the bottom arm as well, so you've got your stability there. 2 more. You might also get a bit of thigh stretch, so good, isn't it? I'll make this the last one. And that last thing into that side stretch. Good. Very well done. We'll see you on the next one. Bye.